Okay. Assembly member, you are presenting on behalf of your colleague. Is that understanding? Is that correct? So you're presenting AB 2441?
Yes, thank you.
You have the floor.
Mr. Chair and members, this is on behalf of my colleague, Assembly Member Tony Thurmond, presenting AB 2441. Before I begin, I would like to convey that Assembly Member Thurmond accepts the committee amendments that are proposed. AB 2441 will create a new state investment in cities for the development of housing, namely in high-cost areas. The reason for this program is that there is no effective housing policy or program for high-cost areas in existence. Even known programs like Cal Home cannot work in high-cost areas given its limitation on what incomes it can assist. In fact, there is no effective program that provides funding for the development of rental housing above 60% area median income. In high-cost areas, the free market supply simply does not provide housing supply for all income categories. For those that believe flooding the market with supply will bring prices down, maybe that's true, but given the current economic conditions in the Bay Area, it would likely take a decade or so of massive development to have that kind of impact. AB 2441 creates a pilot program that is effective in providing local governments a flexible fund for the development of housing. It may be used for either homeownership or multifamily rental housing. AB 2441 will help a nurse who makes $76,000, or a rookie firefighter making $65,000, or a new teacher making $58,000. In other regions, these are good middle-class salaries. Not so in the Bay Area. AB 2441 will create a flexible pilot program that seeks to meet the needs of a workforce that is important to our communities, but are not making six-figure salaries. Here with me to testify, Nicolo DeLuca on behalf of the City of Oakland, and Kevin Zwick with the Silicon Valley Leadership Group.
Speakers in favor.
Chair Member Bell, members of the committee, my name is Nicolo DeLuca. I'm here on behalf of the City of Oakland and the City of Berkeley in strong support. There's no secret, as the Assembly member said, that we have a housing crisis in Oakland, the Bay Area, and other parts of the state. Quick stat, 2 Oakland teachers earning together $110,000 are being priced out of Oakland. However, AB 2441 helps tackle these problems. This bill is about addressing the need facing many parts of our state, and unfortunately existing state programs are not doing that currently. For example, some state programs offer loans, yet some cities and their residents are unable to handle a loan program. Some programs are limited at 80% AMI, yet, as the Assembly member said, in some of these high-cost areas, 80% AMI is not cutting it. By providing grants to cities, this bill provides greater flexibility. It allows cities to address numerous housing-related issues and encourages cities to pool their resources together. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote, and I'm here to answer any questions.
Thank you. Other speakers in favor?
Hi, I'm Kevin Zwick, and I'm the CEO of Housing Trust Silicon Valley, and I'm here speaking on behalf of the Housing Trust, as well as speaking on behalf of Silicon Valley Leadership Group. The Housing Trust and Silicon Valley Leadership Group strongly support AB 2441, the Workforce Housing Pilot Program as amended. We're strongly supportive of the goals of the program to assist cities that may have limited resources to address the rising cost of housing in their regions, and using new and innovative ways to do so. We also greatly appreciate Assemblymember Thurmond and Mullen and this committee to include amendments which allow local housing trust funds partnering with cities to also apply for this program. Local housing trust funds have a track record to raise outside private capital and also have expertise in administering housing programs that serve families up to 120% AMI. And so with these amendments, Housing Trust Silicon Valley and the Silicon Valley Leadership Group strongly support the Workforce Housing Pilot Program and ask for your vote.
Okay, thank you. Speakers in favor, please.
Yes, Vernon Whitmore representing the City of Richmond. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Jennifer Speck on behalf of the California Association of Realtors, also in support.
Deborah Carlton with the California Apartment Association, here in support.
Josh Shaw, the City of Santa Monica, supports the bill.
Speakers opposing? We have speakers opposing, please. Do we have any opposition? No.
I'd like to move the bill.
We have a motion on the bill. Any questions? Seeing none, would you like to close?
Respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Okay, call the roll, please.
AB 2441, the motion is do pass as amended and re-refer to the Appropriations Committee. Senators Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Cannella?
Aye.
Cannella, aye. Allen? Aye. Allen, aye. Bates? Gaines? Galgiani? Leyva? McGuire? Mendoza? Roth? Roth, aye. Wachowski?
We have 4 votes in favor. We'll hold the roll open for absent members, and thank you. Assemblymember Lackey, you're here. Welcome. On item 19, this is 1960, AB 1960. Thank you, and we'll move right on. We'll keep moving. Assemblymember, you have the floor.
The Vice Chair's great. Great. I just got here. What's going on? This is the high-speed rail that she's got problems with? What's going on? Are you not allowed up? Not really.
Good afternoon, Chair, members. Thank you for the opportunity to present this bill. We thank your staff for the extensive work that they've done to help coordinate this effort. Assembly Bill 1960 exempts specific agricultural vehicles from the BIT program. BIT stands for the Basic Inspection of Terminals, and it's administered by the California Highway Patrol. This bill requires a BIT program officer to regularly inspect vehicles, maintain records, and driving records. That's what the BIT program requires CHP officers to do, and this is a big burden on farmers and ranchers. Although the BIT program may be appropriate for California's for-hire semi-truck fleet, regulating small family farmers and ranchers using pickups to haul tractors, equipment, or a handful of cows is simply unnecessary. If not used in farming, ranching, or other commercial enterprise, these vehicles and vehicle combinations would otherwise be exempt from BIT. So therefore, as a result of this program, farmers and ranchers are also discouraged from purchasing new vehicles and trailers solely based on the fact that new pickups, when compared to older models, are heavier and therefore subject to the BIT program. These new diesel pickups have strict emission controls and include new safety features to improve braking and handling while hauling a trailer, but they increase the weight of the vehicle. Assembly Appropriations has indicated that the cost to implement 1960 would be minor and absorbable to the CHP. BIT was intended for large commercial trucks, not for small ranchers and farmers. I have with me Justin Oldfield from the California Cattlemen's Association here to testify in support.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. Justin Oldfield with the California Cattlemen's Association. We're sponsoring the bill. First, I'd just like to briefly thank the chair and also your staff for working closely with us throughout this process. I want to make just 3 brief points, and I know that we have a heavy bill load today. So, just first, as to the need of the bill, many of these vehicles that we're talking about are both a vehicle used on the farm, but also personal vehicle. So, while you may be out checking irrigation water, hauling a few cows, it's probably the same vehicle you're also going to use, take your family to church on Sunday and go to the grocery store. So it's not uncommon for vehicles used in agriculture to be treated differently, and given the fact that these same vehicles are both being used for a farm and a personal use, we do think the bill is certainly the bill is necessary. Relative to the exemption itself, the exemption is extremely narrow. It's specific to a gross combined weight rating of 26,000 pounds between the tow vehicle and the trailer. If at any point in time you exceed that, the exemption does not apply. It also is only based for people who are operating in a not-for-hire capacity, which means if you are physically being paid or compensated to haul, whether it's livestock or another product, the exemption does not apply. Last and not least, the exemption is definitely enforceable. The exemption is based on current language in the commercial driver's license portion of the vehicle code, and all of the things in it in terms of the criteria have been vetted since 1998 when it was passed into law. So this is a good bill, and we respectfully ask for your aye vote. Thank you very much.
Speakers in favor, please. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, John Moffitt on behalf of the Milk Producers Council in support.
Thank you.
Andrea Fox with the California Farm Bureau. We've worked with the Cattlemen's Association on this bill, and it will be beneficial for our members who, as he said, use their pickups for personal use as well as on the farm. They're also required, if they're in the BIT program, to keep logbooks and all the other things that commercial drivers driving big rigs have to do, and this is it's difficult. So we're in strong support of this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Afternoon. My name is John Pearson from Solano County. I raised about 40 head of mother cows, and I use this vehicle just as it was stated, and I approve of this bill. Thank you.
John Mangles, Solano County cattleman, wine grape grower, and in strong support.
Jeff Dittmer, I'm a cattle raiser from Solano County, a member of the California Cattlemen's Association, support the bill.
Margot Parks on behalf of Family Winemakers of California in support.
Okay. Speakers opposing. Any speakers opposing, please?
Move the bill.
We have a motion on the bill. And close, please.
Yeah, just real quickly, this particular bill, we believe, is narrowly focused and replicates language used elsewhere in the vehicle code, and we ask for your aye vote.
Call the roll.
AB 1916, the motion is due pass and refer to the Appropriations Committee. Senators Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Cannella?
Aye.
Cannella, aye. Allen? Bates? Bates, aye. Gaines? Galgiani? Leyva? McGuire? Mendoza? Roth? Roth, aye. Wachowski.
We have 4 votes in favor, and we'll leave the roll open for absent members.
Next will be Bloom.
Assemblymember Bloom, it's your time. Time to shine. Okay, it's item 20, AB 1964, and then I want to point out that he has a second bill, item 28.
He has three bills.
What?
He has three.
3 bills. Yeah, we have 3 bills. Yeah, he's got a three-bill agenda here.
You want to start with 1964?
You can start which, I believe you want to start with that one? Okay. We'll start with the high occupancy vehicle.
Judging by those who sat down at the table, yes.
All right, go ahead.
It's a new way of getting priority. Just
All right, just sit down.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. By 2025, 15% of the new cars sold in California will have to be zero-emission and partial zero-emission vehicles. And California's Green Sticker program for plug-in hybrid vehicles is vital to helping automakers reach that ambitious goal. The future of the program, unfortunately, is in jeopardy because last year the decal limit of 85,000 decals was reached, and the program is set to expire at the end of 2018. Since the creation of the program, the legislature has continually lifted the cap and extended the sunset. AB 1964 takes a new and innovative approach to extending this program by creating a new decal program for plug-in hybrid vehicles after the current program expires. The new program will have neither a limit on the number of decals nor a sunset date. However, the program will only permit decals to be used for 3 to 4 years after they are issued. This will increase the accessibility of the decals while reining in the length of time that they can be used for. And once plug-in hybrid electric vehicles reach 9.2% of the market share for 2 consecutive years, that metric will cause the stickers to stop being issued entirely, and the program will end. Clean air vehicle decals are effective incentives and have spurred the sales of tens of thousands of zero-emission vehicles every year. A recent study by the Center for Sustainable Energy showed that HOV lane access was an important purchase motivation for 59% of consumers, and another study by the Luskin Center for Innovation attributes 40% of zero-emission vehicle sales to these stickers. That's in our urban areas. The stickered cars represent a fraction of the total vehicles using the HOV lane, indicating that they do not significantly contribute to congestion and road degradation. According to a Caltrans study, in the district with the highest number of zero-emission vehicles registered, these vehicles average less than 1% of peak HOV volume. However, to address the committee's concerns about potential congestion in HOV lanes, I will be taking the committee amendments to give Caltrans and regional transportation planning agencies more guidelines on when and how to suspend HOV lane access for these vehicles. AB 1964 will create a sustainable long-term program that will help the state meet its zero-emission vehicle goals and greenhouse gas reduction goals.
Motion on the bill. We have speakers in favor. Speakers?
Mr. Chair and members, Ivan Altamura on behalf of Global Automakers in support of the bill. I will be very brief. HOV lane access for zero-emission vehicles, as the author has mentioned, is one of the most important incentives that consumers enjoy when purchasing a zero-emission vehicle. And with our mandate that we need to meet by 2025 of selling 1.5 million vehicles, we need the state to come alongside manufacturers to help us achieve that goal. And this effort to continue the HOV sticker program is one that is an indispensable part of moving this market to sustainability. So we appreciate the effort and ask for your support.
Thank you.
Gene Urban on behalf of the Alliance of Automobile Manufacturers. Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for your patience, the committee staff for their invention.
I'm never patient, though.
And on that note, thank you.
You're welcome. Speakers in favor?
Julie Malinowski-Ball on behalf of the California Electric Transportation Coalition in support.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and members. Corey Salzillo here on behalf of Fiat Chrysler. This will advance clean vehicle transportation. We ask for your aye vote.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon. I'm Will Barrett with the American Lung Association in California, and just wanted to thank you for taking this bill forward. We appreciate the intent and the green sticker program generally. We do suggest some recommendations or amendments to put a minimum all-electric vehicle range of 25-mile all-electric range as eligibility for the bill. We think that because of the wide range of ranges out there for PHEVs, that this valuable incentive should be really putting to use to put the leading edge of the PHEV market in the HOV lane rather than all comers. So look forward to further discussion with you, and thank you for taking the bill forward.
Mr. Chairman, members Ford in support of the bill.
Jeff Severs on behalf of Toyota, also in support of the bill.
And Jamie Miner on behalf of General Motors, also in support.
Mr. Chair, members of the committee, Mark Caprea on behalf of ChargePoint in support of the bill and urge your aye vote.
Thank you. We have opposition to this bill. Opposition to this bill. Please come forward if you do. None? Okay. Questions of the committee? We have a motion. You want to close?
I ask for your aye vote.
Okay. We'll call the roll, please.
AB 1964, the motion is due pass as amended and refer to the Appropriations Committee. Senators Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Cannella?
Aye.
Cannella, aye. Allen? Bates? Gaines? Galgiani? Leyva? McGuire? Mendoza? Roth? Roth, aye. Wachowski.
We have 3 votes, and we will hold it open for absent members.
Richard.
Okay. You may proceed with your next bill, and that is AB 2501. Thank you. And we have, for people that haven't been to these meetings, senators are presenting bills in assembly committees, and assembly members are presenting bills in Senate committees. So as you see, there's absences. We will take votes as members attend our meeting. So, Assembly Member, you have the floor for the next item, AB 2501.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members, and allow me to begin, Senator Bell, by thanking you for being very generous with your time on this bill. We're in the second round of hearings here on AB 2501, and I will be brief since we've already had.
I'm going to let your colleague speak, Assemblymember Evan Lowe, who's my Assembly member.
I'm certainly going to.
Okay, that's good. Okay, you have the floor.
AB 2501 streamlines the process and gives developers certainty by clarifying a number of ambiguous provisions in order to increase the law's effectiveness as an incentive to build desperately needed affordable homes with no cost to the state. We have taken the amendments reflected in the analysis that remove opposition from the American Planning Association, the Rural County Representatives of California, and the California State Association of Counties. And additionally, we've negotiated amendments with the League of Cities that will remove their opposition. That happened just this morning, and so you will see that in the next version of the bill. The amendments make the language in the standard for denying a concession or incentive consistent with the language in the definition of a concession or incentive. So essentially, if a concession or incentive does not meet the definition in the law, the city then may deny the project. These amendments will be taken in Senate Appropriations, and I will turn the mic over to my colleague, Evan Lowe.
Assembly member.
Thank you very much, Senator, and it's been an honor to work with Assemblymember Bloom on this issue. As you know, Senator Bell, in our area in particular, not only just in Silicon Valley, but throughout California, we certainly have a housing crisis. In our community, one needs to earn close to $170,000 to afford a single-family home in our community, and one would argue that legislators cannot even afford to live in our communities. This is a small step in the direction to address this issue, and certainly we appreciate not only the support of your office, but yourself as being a champion on this issue. Respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Okay, thank you. Other witnesses? We won't count him.
That doesn't count against us.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Brian Augusta on behalf of the California Rural Legal Assistance Foundation. I'll be brief because we've already had discussion of this bill last week and its merits. I'm pleased that we've been able to work with some of the remaining opponents to satisfy some of their concerns, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your help with that. We would just compliment Mr. Bloom for working so hard to find a compromise that still maintains the core purpose of the bill, and we think it still does do that and help advance affordable housing in this state, and for that reason we would urge an aye vote.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, members. Deborah Carlton with the California Apartment Association. We are also here to strongly request your aye vote, and we thank you very much for working with the coalition to make this bill move forward. Thank you.
Jennifer Speck on behalf of the California Association of Realtors, also in support. Thank you very much. And Anya Lawler with the Western Center on Law and Poverty in support.
Other witnesses in favor, please.
Joe Bonniwell with Housing California in support.
Corey Smith on behalf of the 300 members of the San Francisco Housing Action Coalition in support.
Pete Montgomery on behalf of DCM Properties, a market rate and affordable housing developer, in strong support.
Sandy George representing the American Planning Association. We really appreciate the amendments, and we have removed our opposition. Thank you.
Kiana Valentine on behalf of the California State Association of Counties. We've also removed our opposition. Thanks.
Kendra Harris with the League of California Cities. We want to thank Mr. Chair for giving us more time and the author for accepting our amendments this morning. We're really appreciative of all the time and effort that went into that collectively. And with the amendments being adopted in the next committee, we'll be going neutral. Thank you.
Tracy Ryan with Rural County Representatives of California, and we have also removed our opposition. Thank you.
Mr. Chair and members, Pat Moran with the San Diego County Apartment Association in support. Thank you.
Okay, others in support. How about opposition, please? Please come forward. Let's hear it. You may have it, Chair.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, committee members. Jonathan Clay on behalf of the City of Encinitas. First off, I'll say we do appreciate that the author's been working with all the stakeholders to address many of the concerns. My city, though, will still remain opposed. As you remember, one of the issues my council member brought up last week was this issue of density bonus and rounding up or rounding down, that still remains in the bill. That's still an issue for the city of Encinitas. We feel that that should be something left to the locals to make a determination on density and whether you round up or round down. So with that, we're still opposed.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Peter Cohen, Council of Community Housing Organizations in San Francisco. We were here last week. Appreciate some of the additional amendments, including the League's amendments, but we will say that the nexus for a need is still not established, and this is where, unfortunately, we fall short of accepting the amendments. We have a very fundamental underlying issue, which is developers get to count their local inclusionary obligations towards state density bonus law, so effectively double dipping. And without being able to, having to establish the need for the extra bonus, you essentially can be conferring value without greater public benefit. We do ask for that to be considered still, and we'd like to see it change before it goes to Senate floor. Thanks.
Mr. Chairman, members, David Jones on behalf of the cities of Sacramento, San Marcos, and the cities of Marin. We appreciate the author's willingness to work with the opposition, and we're looking forward to reviewing the amendments fully to understand whether we still have a bigger concern with this bill as it moves forward. So thank you.
Okay. Others? Speakers? Okay. Questions from our committee? Recommendations, the new amendments seem to ameliorate all the League of Cities, the CSAC. You remember last week we asked that this be held back for a week so that we can try to work out a lot of the issues, and I think for the most part we were successful in doing that, and appreciate all the hard work that we went into this. So my recommendation now is to approve it with those amendments.
Move the bill with the amendments.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions or comments? We'll call the roll. Oh, you would like to close?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We'll continue to have conversations with opposition, the remaining opposition, and ask for your aye vote.
We'll do our best.
AB 2501, the motion is do pass as amended and will refer to the Appropriations Committee. Senators Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Cannella?
Aye.
Cannella, aye. Allen? Aye. Allen, aye. Bates? Gaines? Galgiani? Galgiani, aye. Leyva? McGuire? Mendoza? Ross? Wachowski?
We have 4 votes, and we'll wait other members to vote at that time. Okay.
Next, you have his last item.
Okay, we have one more. Assembly member, you have file item 34, and that's AB 2796. You may have the floor on that item.
That's correct. Thank you.
2796.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair and committee members. I will first thank you, Mr. Chair, and your staff for working with my staff on amendments, and we accept all of the committee amendments to address the CTC's concerns.
Been in my office quite a few times in the last couple of weeks, haven't you? But we were successful, weren't we? Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
We've addressed the CTC's concerns to decrease the fiscal effect of the bill and to clarify and strengthen it. Today I'm presenting Assembly Bill 2796, which allows for planning and non-infrastructure projects to compete fairly in the active transportation program. This bill designates an ongoing minimum percentage of ATP funding of 10% for planning and non-infrastructure activities, and 50% of that 10% would then be used for planning. The active transportation program provides competitive transportation grants statewide for infrastructure improvements, and it funds master planning activities in disadvantaged communities. And finally, it funds non-infrastructure grants for education and active transportation encouragement, such as the Safe Routes to School program. In the first grant cycle, fiscal year 14-15, roughly 8% of the overall program funded planning and non-infrastructure grants, but in the second cycle, fiscal year 15-16, less than 5% of the program went to these grants. But planning continues to be a huge need for active transportation. Planning funds enable the development of meaningful and transformative infrastructure proposals that make the most of our limited state dollars. And it addresses community residents' identified mobility and safety needs. Non-infrastructure activities are also critical to engage and excite residents to walk and bike more, promoting a healthier and more active lifestyle. ATP is critical for funding programming such as Safe Routes to Schools and Ciclavia, both of which have demonstrated great success in community outreach, reaching thousands of schools statewide and many of our communities throughout the state. With me are my bill sponsors, Bill Sadler from Safe Routes to Schools and Tony Dang from California Walks.
Okay, speakers in favor, 2 speakers, please.
Good afternoon, Chair, members. The Active Transportation Program is a very popular program with communities all around the state, and we've consistently seen the program receive over $1 billion in requests for a program that's funded at only $120 million. So as some of the members stated, this bill will help maximize our state's limited funds. Investments in planning will ensure that construction projects for walking and biking projects are supported by the community residents and will be used by community residents, and investments in non-infrastructure education and encouragement programs will assist with helping behavior change to ultimately achieve the goals programs of increasing walking and biking in California. With that, we'd like to thank Assemblymember Bloom for bringing this forth, and we respectfully request an aye vote.
Thank you. Witnesses, please.
Jeannie Wardwaller with the California Bicycle Coalition. We're also a co-sponsor and urge your support.
And Bill Sadler with the Safe Routes to School National Partnership in full support.
Mr. Chair, members, Kimberly Chen with the California Pan-Ethnic Health Network in strong support.
Okay, thank you.
Kat DeBerg with the Health Officers Association of California in support.
Joshua Stark on behalf of Transform in strong support.
Move LA, Gloria Olin, strong support.
Joe Bonniwell with Housing California in support.
Mr. Chairman, Tim Egan representing Southern California Association of Governments, and we are in strong support of amendment number 4, dealing with letters of no prejudice. Thank you.
What's that?
Chair members, Paul Rosinski on behalf of the San Francisco Bay Area Rapid Transit District in support.
Kelly on behalf of California League Conservation Voters in support.
Good afternoon, Michelle Gibbons with the County Health Executives Association in support.
Joshua Shaw for the San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency in support.
Okay, thank you. We have witnesses opposing this bill. Witnesses opposing, please come forward. Or concerns, please come forward. Would you guys yeah, go. Yeah, go right ahead. Okay.
Senators, Eric Thronson with the California Transportation Commission. At its May meeting, the California Transportation Commission took an oppose unless amended position on this bill regarding implementation concerns. The author's office has worked diligently with commission staff to try to address those implementation concerns, and at our August meeting, when the commission meets again, the staff will be proposing that we remove our opposition to the bill based on these amendments.
Okay. Senator Cannella had a question about that. Other witnesses, please. Do we have any questions from our committee? I guess we can close. Thank you.
I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Senator Cannella, he answered your question. I heard. Okay, good. All right.
Every one of them.
Move the bill. Okay, we have a motion. Thank you. And we'll call the roll, please.
AB 2796, the motion is do pass as amended and refer to the Appropriations Committee. Senators Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Cannella?
Aye.
Cannella, aye. Allen? Allen, aye. Bates? Bates, aye. Gaines? Galgiani? Leyva? McGuire? Mendoza? Roth? Wachowski?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, who's next here? Okay, it's item 22.